I've reported you to the police for stalking. You got the wrong person, so they don't know who you are.
Smartschoolboy9 is back, and he is more insane than ever.
And you mentioned schoolboys? Why do you like Smarty School Kid 9 or whatever? That's a young boy.
Yeah, he's gone off the rails. It's pretty wild, to be honest with you. Now, I, like many of you, thought that this whole thing was over. I thought this was just a fad that the internet had, and they got over it pretty quickly, but unbeknownst to me, a lot of stuff has been going on behind the scenes, and David's been sending voice messages to pretty much everyone who messages him. I think one big reason that a lot of people don't know about this stuff is that the original Reddit, where most YouTubers were getting the information from, was actually taken down for violating Reddit's harassment policies. Now, luckily, not only am I one of the few who's in the private subreddit, but I've also had a lot of my lovely viewers send me messages and voice messages that they've received from David. Before we get into all that, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I've been getting a lot of comments recently from people who have been unsubscribed against their will, and that's a violation of your human rights, baby, so you need to get that changed. Just stick it up to the man and get subscribed, just like we're gonna get into these voice messages.
Hi, I've reported you to the police for stalking. You got the wrong person, so they don't know who you are. So, bye.
I thought we'd start with this one because he's still doing the weird schoolboy voice that we all know and love, and I don't want to escape our comfort zones quite yet. Although this is an interesting outlook onto what we come to see in the future, because you can actually hear his real voice seep through the cracks there. Maybe he's hit some sort of second puberty where he can't do the voice as well anymore. Or maybe his roommate is in the other room, because apparently there's people that live with him, like, in the house. He's not in a one-bedroom house. He lives with people. Could you fucking imagine living with this bloke? Surely they know. Like, they have to have walked in whilst he was in his high heels and white makeup or something. There's no way they don't know. So yeah, maybe he's recording this voice message, like, a bit more quiet. Doesn't want to go full in with the voice or shout too much because Big Barry's in the other room is probably going to kick his head in if he finds out what he's been up to. I'd also like to comment on the fact that he is sending this voice note through the David London Facebook account. So I don't know why David would choose to do this sort of, I'm Smartschoolboy9, get away from me now, I hate you, from the David account, because it's sort of just a dead giveaway that the David account is actually him. Did he forget to switch accounts or something? Like, is this guy fucking stupid? Probably not. I think he's doing it on purpose. Or he is just that tapped in the head. Who knows? The later voice messages where he uses his real voice are a lot more revealing, but, you know, we'll start with All Familiar. One thing I wasn't quite expecting from voice notes like this was just how sassy he is, though.
Got the wrong person, so they don't know who you are. So,
I'll be honest, in every other aspect of school life, the bloke's clueless. He doesn't know how to act like a school kid at all, but he's kind of nailed it on this one. The tones, the mannerisms, he's so sassy. To all the girls watching this who like sassy men, if this doesn't get your beef curtains in a twist, then I don't know what will. Okay, let's listen to one of the voice notes where he shows his true self, so to speak.
Hello there, I understand that you have some wrong information, but I've got some information on you. You have described yourself as some sort of pedophile. Certainly you should not be texting strangers, because I have worked and do work at detective level.
Okay, we'll stop there because there's already so much going on. First of all, I don't know where he gets the idea that the commenter was describing themselves as that from, because if you read the message he sent, he's calling him one. So this could be another case of him sort of projecting, like, what he is on other people, which he has a habit of doing. If you've seen any of my other videos, he says stuff like, you're probably wanking as you text me these messages or read my messages, because that's exactly what he's doing. He even has a video of himself wanking into a mirror. You know the level of narcissism that shit takes? I mean, we can read the messages that this bloke sent that spurred this voice message on. You're preying on vulnerable children. You're a predator. No lie or disguise will shield you from the consequences of your actions. You will be found out. Now, I've said this many times before, but I think it's incredibly silly to message the bloke at all. However, I will say, it's very clear at this point that the police aren't going to do fucking anything. He's just not online enough or overtly illegal enough for the police to care, in my opinion. So as much as people shouldn't be messaging him, it's for different reasons now. There's nothing like, oh, they're gonna ruin the police investigation or foil the case or anything like that, because there is no case. Let's be fucking honest here. Because let's remember, we're in the United Kingdom, baby. If you chop someone's head off, you only get like 10 years here. They're not gonna care about some bloke making weird collages on fucking Instagram, are they? But yeah, that's another running trend on these voice notes. He describes himself as a detective. He says that, oh, I'm a detective working on cases like this, and you should not be doing what you're doing right now because it's frankly disgusting.
So I don't like I don't know what or who you are.
I also question how real this voice is as well, because, I mean, we know the smart schoolboy voice, hello, we know that one's fake. I mean, needless to say, we don't need to fucking deliberate on it. But this one, I'm not too sure, because he uses the American pronunciation of and the British one. Is it just some sort of purposeful misdemeanor to throw us off base or something? Who knows? Maybe he's secretly an American.
Not to harass people or lie about yourself being in law enforcement. That is not true, and you should not be lying to someone who has experience of your sort. Please do not message again.
He's definitely not any part of that detective shit, by the way, because no credible detective worth their salt would send messages like this, hundreds of messages like this, to fucking any random... I almost said the C word. Who messages them? I feel like a real detective would just quietly note it down, take it in for evidence, and, you know, put it in a folder somewhere. They wouldn't go off the rails, you motherfucker, you should never do this! We're never gonna do this ever! That shit's just weird, degenerate behavior, which is what you are, to be fair. Not you. David, obviously. You're probably lovely. I say probably, I don't know for sure. You could be a prick.
Certainly do not talk about young school children, because the young schoolboy, smart school kid 9, that is a young boy.
He's pretending not to know the name. He's pretending like he doesn't know what Smart Schoolboy 9 is. What? What? Silly school child? Silly... Bastardly... What are you talking about? Smart swindling fellow? Smart school kids 94? You... What on earth are you talking about, you silly sausage, you? You're not fooling anyone, David. Are you even... I don't know if you're even trying to fool anyone, but it's really funny. See, this is the thing, right? You might have noticed I'm a lot more jovial in this one than the other 3 Smart Schoolboy 9 videos, because beforehand there was like this air of mystery around it, the fear of the unknown, that made the situation so much scarier than it probably has any right to be. Like, I remember having genuine trouble sleeping after one night. This fucking guy's not worth me losing sleep over, to be quite honest with you. But now, to be frank, David doing voice messages like this at such a constant, consistent rate makes him way less frightening to me, because he's just a fat, horny idiot, isn't he? He was on the internet every now and then. Like, don't get me wrong, he's absolutely a degenerate who's participated in some absolutely degenerate shit, like, you know, simulated CP and the likes, and taking random pictures of children from the internet and posting them on your Instagram isn't exactly normal behavior, is it? As well as interacting with many children on the apps and websites under the alias of, you know, his many accounts. That's not exactly normal either. In fact, it goes beyond not normal and into, you know, predatory territory. But the fact that behind it all, it's just some weird fucking English bloke makes him way less scary. If he wanted to keep the fear factor, he should have just remained unmasked. But that being said, he does say a lot of revealing shit here. Not this one in particular, but he goes on some, like, religious rants in the future, and it makes you wonder what his moral compass is exactly.
That is a young boy. It isn't me, so stop trying to pretend that it is me. Is that clear? Thank you very much.
I mean, he's still just as sassy as a blokey bloke than he is as a smarty schoolboy. Also, as funny as it is that he's pretending not to know who Smart Schoolboy 9 is, he's also talking about how, actually, he is a real school child. I am clearly not a real school child, so we can't be the same person. Even though he has been sending voice messages with that voice from the exact same Facebook account. It makes me wonder how much of this is genuine idiocy or just him trying to have a laugh. But he does sound actually quite pissed off in a lot of these voice notes. I guess in some ways his facade just won't die. He still wants people to think that Smart Schoolboy 9 is a real schoolboy, which makes sense when you consider the real life sightings of him. New pictures have come out, by the way, since the last time we spoke about this. I'll put them on screen right now. This is mental. How can you actually go out in the open like this and not have been bricked already? The fact that you're still alive, mate, is honestly a miracle. And then we have the story of when he went into Tesco in like the 90s, so I mean, it really does seem like some of this is real. Like, he genuinely wants people to believe he's a real school kid, and it's still probably true that that gets him off. Like, that's a weird kink for him.
Right, so you've received that message because your ugly little face has showed up as being having seen it. You know what I mean. So do not make stupid accusations and assertions about people.
Oh, David's getting angry. What's he gonna do? He might start raising his voice. He might start Putting them up. Put them up, tough guy. Why I order. D in David stands for dangerous, as we all know. Dangerous, arsehole, vernacular, inside of dogs.
So do not make stupid accusations and assertions about people, because you are a predator and you do not look like someone who could be trusted. Don't make any further comments. It is worthless. You have made some mistake. I accept, and my friends at detective level do accept that you've made some mistake, because you're probably drinking whatever it is you're into, and certainly, please do not make stupid suggestions and suppositions. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good night.
Went a bit cockney at the end there. I'm not sure why he did that, because the rest of the voice note did not sound very cockney at all. And from everything we know, he's nowhere near cockney. He's like from Doncaster or Milton Keynes. Neither of which is very close to anywhere that would produce a cockney accent. If saying the word cockney gets me demonetized, by the way, I'm gonna fucking flip out. Also, for as much as you say you accept that the person may have made a mistake, you sound very angry. You called him a disgusting wee weasel. You said, your ugly little face does not belong here, or whatever. Which implies the sender, like, sent these messages from a public account where his face is just visible. That's pretty silly of you, mate.
Also, just to conclude, it is the Feast of Tabernacles in God's church, and that's why Satan has used you to make stupid allegations. Satan has used you to text complete strangers. Why would you do that for people who are keeping God's feasts faithfully? Do not have any contact with strangers and make silly allegations. It makes you look like some sort of satanic predator. Why would you do that? Do not do that. I accept you've made a mistake. My detective colleagues also accept that you've made a mistake, providing you stop messaging people.
See what I mean? When he gets angry, the cockney comes out. He goes, why would you do such a thing? If you do that one more time, I'm gonna fucking enter your ass and stab you in the heart, you knob. Kind regards, Smartschoolboy9. I think he's just a yapper, to be honest. I mean, it sounds like he's drinking something. I don't know what he's smoking, snorting, injecting, but the only thing I do know is that I want whatever he's having, because fuck me, does it sound good. The fact that he brings up religion and God is rather curious, to be honest with you. Like, maybe there is a slim chance that he genuinely uses religion, or, like, actually believes his religious beliefs to be, like, some sort of vessel for moral righteousness. Like, he might genuinely believe that what he is doing is moral, and that those who stand against him are controlled by Satan, or some weird bullshit like that. I'm not saying it's 100% true. The likelihood is that he's just saying things to pretend to be crazy or be seen as crazy, possibly as some sort of legal defense, but most likely just to fuck with people. Or maybe, once again, he is just on a fuckload of drugs. I couldn't tell you. There's so many possibilities here, and Smartschoolboy9 has never been the easiest person to read. He's no The Hungry Caterpillar, let me tell you. He's more of a Ulysses by James Joyce. Big up all the literary fans who get that reference, by the way.
Hello there. I don't know how often you message the people who are helping with the police, but I will tell you now, you fucking p***. You ring me again or text me again, you will be under arrest. Now fuck off and do not do that again.
He sounds like your average Xbox 360 voice chat bloke. Like you kill him one too many times in Call of Duty and he just fucking sends you this voice message.
Actually, I know how to hack into Xboxes and I will find your location, come over to your ass and fucking beat you up or some shit. I'll beat you up so silly that you'll shit yourself and then I'll slap my dick on the table and come all over you, you wee bitch.
This is what I mean. These completely just meaningless, baseless threats that are obviously not going to happen make him way less scary to me. Did you receive the message, you dirty bastard, falsely accusing me? Now fuck off, you dirty bastard. I don't know how messaging a 60-year-old man would make someone a child lover, for lack of a better term, but you seem very confident in your assertion that he is one of them. I mean, who knows? We don't know what the bloke here was messaging him. Maybe he was saying, like, you know what, low-key, I kind of agree with your views on things, and God, can you send me that new collage you made? I highly doubt that, though. It's also interesting that he's no longer projecting, like, his insecurities or what he is doing onto other people whenever he decides not to. Sometimes, like, in voice messages like the one we just listened to, he just falsely accuses people of falsely accusing him. It seems as though that's his new go-to tactic. Here's another set of texts, which starts with a lovely message. They got no response, so they messaged him like 3 hours later. Imagine double texting Smartschoolboy9. Come on now, how desperate can you be? You're better than that random Redditor who probably thinks they're a lot more involved in this investigation than they are. You have described yourself. You have messaged a completely different individual to the one you assume to be. I work with the police. Yet again, this bloke double texts him. You stop double texting Texting him in the first place is embarrassing enough, but double texting him because you don't get a reply from your crush is, God, that's so much worse. And he does it multiple times. He uses the forbidden jutsu like twice. I love that he doesn't directly deny being a either, but he does deny that he's frail. He's got priorities, I respect that, puts the important stuff first.
Hi, do you often message complete strangers that work with the police? And you mentioned schoolboys? Why do you like Smarty School Kid 9 or whatever? That's a young boy.
Smarty School Kid 9? So I think this one's just more of the same. It's him pretending not to know who Smartschoolboy9 even is, and then claiming that he is a little boy. I don't know why this 60-year-old man is acting as though everyone knows Smartschoolboy9's a little boy. In his world, is he like a celebrity? Or is he a local that everyone just knows? No one's real name is Smartschoolboy9. I don't know exactly what his goal is here, or what he thinks we're thinking.
Now, let us tell you this here. Me and my colleagues, we do genuinely work with the police at detective level. We're not lying to you. You have messaged the wrong person, some random number or whatever information that you had is bogus. So we're going to ask you very nicely to not persist. Thank you very much. Do not inquire about schoolboys that you like, that are age 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. But certainly you are a grown man and should not be messaging strangers with that sort of chat. It's silly, and people are very busy. Thank you. Good night.
David, from everything we've seen so far, you seem like the least busy person on the planet. Police officers and detectives are usually busy people. So busy, in fact, that they can't even respond to their close family members. You're responding to every random person who messages you on Facebook Messenger. You respond to emails from fucking frogs in the woods, from fairies in dustbins. The common housefly could buzz into your room and you'd probably engage in some weird philosophical conversation with it. I mean, I don't mean to be judgmental here, but there's no way you have friends. Okay, you're all gonna have to brace yourselves for this one, because this one's a real bloody doozy.
Is she still there? Is she still there?
Dunno. Hello?
It's got a call.
Oh no. I think she's scarped. Hey, Jeff. Do you know
Where is it? Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. Dunno.
Okay, there's a couple options here. Option 1, this is proof that he is genuinely mentally ill and needs to be treated as soon as possible. Or 2, the more favourable option, he's just an up-and-coming voice actor wanting to show off his talents and make a show reel. Because 3 voices? Man, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Smartschoolboy9 unironically has more vocal range than a lot of professional voice actors. I mean, you put him in with a Jack Black or a Chris Pratt, then he'd probably blow them out of the water, to be honest with you. I mean, not acting-wise, but in terms of, like, voice range, I think he'd have it.
Hi.
Hello? I don't know. I really don't know. It's like she's sick in the head. I think it's a guy. She says Christina Parker. It could, you know the nurse that kept texting you. Ask Jeff. Where's he gone? Ask him. Hello? Of course, obviously, you're not going to call back. I dare you. Call me back. Make a phone call. Who are you? I'll ring you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that is genuinely actually quite frightening. Like, I've been saying this whole time that I'm a little more jovial this time, a little bit less scared, but if he sent me that message and then actually tried to call me, which he did here, I don't think I would be the bravest boy in the world. I think I would have answered just out of curiosity, because, like, what purpose could that possibly serve him? I don't know why he's offering to call them up. Genuinely, that's really, really weird. What a weird bloke. There's also the secret third option, which I didn't cover earlier. Maybe there is actually just two people here? I don't think so, though. Like, you never hear them talking over each other at the same time. It's always, oh, hello, I'm Smartschoolboy9. Oh, yeah. I don't have the willpower or wit to make up actual conversation there, so that's all you're getting. At the very least, I think we can confidently say that he seems to be having fun with this. He seems to love it when certain people message him, maybe depending on the severity or the coherency or vocal fluency that people message him with, sort of connotes or defines how angry he gets, but for this one, he seems to be having a lot of fun. Maybe he was in a good mood that day. It was probably his favorite time of the week, like, I don't know, maybe a Friday at 3 p.m. for no particular reason. Anyway, as much as I was just taking the piss about him wanting to be a voice actor, it turns out that there's actually a voice acting reel that he has made, or what he claims to be a comedy sketch, but there's not really anything funny in it. It is a reel, though, because he describes it as versatile voice acting, clear recordings, and all materials suitable for listeners of all ages. Let's have a listen, shall we?
Yeah, hi. Did you need to see me?
Well, yeah, there's a discrepancy here that I want to talk about.
Well, I might have miscounted the odd pound or two.
Well, there's a discrepancy of $23 million that I've had to pay now from my own pocket.
Right, well, I owe you a pint.
Oh, great. Really good. That really adds up.
I mean, I don't know about you, but that is some side-splitting, knee-slapping comedy right there. I can't wait for Netflix to pick this guy up. No, not for a surviving Smartschoolboy9 documentary, but for a comedy special, of course. I mean, you heard it. Do you see why I find him a lot less intimidating than I did before? Intimidating's not the right word. Frightening really is the word here. Or creepy. Like, he's still a creep, don't get me wrong, but he comes across a lot less creepy. It's like he's trying too hard now, because at some points he tries to come across as like a hard man who'll beat you up. But anyway, here's him putting his voice acting ability to good use.
Hi there, Peter. You've got the wrong number. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, that sounds like a totally reasonable response to getting a wrong... I don't know about you, but when someone messages me, like, with the wrong number, I find it so hilarious, I just giggle my wee bum off. You got the wrong number, you fucking loser! I genuinely think that he's fucking cuckoo. By the way, I mean, we thought the double texting was bad. Look at this bloke. Like, holy shit, dude. How fucking desperate can you be? Why on earth would you message a stranger, me, and chat about your fetish? And Stephanie is only 12 or 13, so do not text kids and strangers. I guess some habits never die. He's still doing the exact same thing that he was doing when, you know, he was messaging people with the Smartschoolboy9 account. He's projecting his own fetishes, his own kinks onto other people when they message him, and he's still acting as though Stephanie is a real girl. But then this bloke just like puts his address in or whatever, which is the one that got leaked a while back, but he didn't even put the right fucking one in, and I look like a pervert? You are a 59 dressing up like an 8-year-old on Instagram. I have a pic here. It's good the cops are looking into you. I will not talk to you further, creep. Bear that in mind. He says he won't talk to him further. I know I should be criticizing David here, but fuck me, this bloke messaging him clearly thinks he's so smart. But he's so dumb that he just needs to be... he needs to be humbled a bit. Fuck you. We know you, David. Don't talk to me. What do you mean, don't talk to me? You have been messaging him this whole time. If you don't want him to talk to you, don't talk to him. You... oh my god, you clod! That's not me, you pervert. That's a young boy, and experts have proven that. Experts have proven that he's a young boy. Why would you need a fucking expert to do some CIA DNA analysis of whether or not someone's a young boy? Just check the fucking birth certificate or their ID, surely. Looks much better than you, dirty old man messaging me. So you think a young boy looks a lot better than a grown man? You're sort of exposing yourself here, David. And... 2 full stops. I work as a detective. I like his use of grammar. Also, I'm working in Newcastle. I'm not in Doncaster, so your fiction and fantasy is of no use to anyone. So he's claiming to be a Geordie here. I guess he just switches the location up every time someone messages him. Whatever he feels like for that day, he'll just pick that. Newcastle, for my American audience, is where Greg's was made, and Greg's, for my American audience, is what heaven looks like. That young kid is 59. So much for not messaging him, you fucking idiot. I'm sorry, it's difficult not to hate both of you. Like, there's a way to message him in a way that's almost tactful, but you're doing it in such a way that's like, Oh, it's so clear how cool you think you are doing this. You're not cool for doing this. Seriously, go touch some grass or have a pint or meet a mate or just anything that isn't this. Everybody knows who you are. No need to lie, David Alter. We are not perverts. We are cyber sleuths. Fuck me. Seriously, go away, you weirdo. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about this guy. He's proudly proclaiming himself to be a weird internet couch detective. That's not something to be proud of, arsehole. You trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor. How do you somehow come across as more unlikable than Smartschoolboy9 when you're messaging him? You're not funny, guy. Like, at all. You're sending Family Guy gifts to Smartschoolboy9. Can we just acknowledge here that there is someone out there whose whole life has led to the pivotal moment where they send Family Guy gifts to Smartschoolboy9. If you're watching this, guy, seriously, take a look at yourself and just have a wee think. That's all I'm gonna say.
We don't know you, and we don't know why you're texting detectives, so we ask that you don't do that. Thank you.
What the fuck? He's trying to do a Geordie accent because he said he was from Newcastle. I don't know if the Americans will find this as funny as we do, but fuck me. If you know anything about Newcastle, you'll know how awful that accent was and how fucking hilarious this is. Once again, I don't know if he's just taking the piss here, or if he's cuckoo, or if he's trying genuinely to, like, deceive us. All I do know is that this might be the funniest thing to come out of this case. He's trying to do a fucking Geordie accent, because he said he was Geordie. He fucked himself. He really has. Imagine you go to a Greg's and Smartschoolboy9 sat next to you. What would he order, I wonder? Definitely like a vegan sausage roll or something. The wrongin'. I say that, the vegan sausage rolls at Greg's are actually pretty nice. I don't know what that says about me, but there you go. There you go, you got fucking Sherlock Holmes continuing to message them. Once again, can we just rewind a couple seconds when he said, I will not be talking to you anymore? It seems like all he does is talk to him. Like, he responds so quickly. Even David takes a couple hours or even a day or two between responses. This guy immediately, the second he gets a fucking text, he's on it. He's on it like that. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. We don't know who or what you are fictitiously alleging, other than what your mental illness or your demon possession causes you to fantasize about. So there you go. That's the demon being mentioned once again. Maybe it's a real thought he's having. Maybe he's just that religious or that, I guess, what's the word? Conspiratorial. Superstitious? That's the word. Superstitious.
Say, Drake, I hear you.
I'm not going to play the rest of that. It's copyrighted, but it's just this bloke thinking that he's funny once again. You're not funny. Seriously, you're not funny. Anyone who laughs at any of this bloke's jokes, unsubscribe from the channel. And if I lose any subscribers, fuck, I'll be disappointed that you even watch us to begin with. If my entertainment value is on the same level as this fucking guy, I don't know how I have as many subscribers as I do. Now, we've just gone from the worst possible way to contact anybody who you want information out of to probably the best way that I've seen someone do it. Hey, is Smartschoolboy9 a real schoolboy? Some people have said that he also goes by the name David London. That's why I'm messaging you. Do you by chance know him in any way? Are you him? I'm not here to annoy you or start any arguments, I promise. I just want to know. This is the best way to talk to him if you are going to talk to him. Obviously, the best way to contact him would genuinely just to be not contact him at all, because it's useless, it's pointless, it achieves fucking nothing, and just puts you in potentially unnecessary danger. If you really do feel compelled to do it, like you're being pulled by some spirit to do it, this is the best way to do it. Be respectful, because if you shout at him and come in with allegations and just be like, you sick fuck, he'll just shell up and not tell you anything. How old is Smartschoolboy9? 9. He is said to be from another reality. Don't believe lies about what CERN is really for. The military are aware if it and the lower Earth plane, there's a struggle, but the higher planes are winning. The smart schoolboy is from a higher version of the universe. There are other realities, and that's why good people get lied about when they've helped the good side. Hoping that helps. Sorry to then block, but it is advised. So maybe he is just extremely superstitious and grew up in some weird cult that has conditioned him to act this way. I think something like this, though, is just him really pretending to be crazy, like going on some weird rant about CERN, talking about the devil. It all fits into, like, this fake mental bullshit. I can't say for sure, obviously, but that's what it reads as to me. Now, guys, I know this might shock you, but the WWE get involved in this because Hulk Hogan himself posts a picture of Smartschoolboy9. What a reality we live in, where Hulk Hogan, American retired legendary wrestler, is interacting with Smartschoolboy9. noted internet weirdo. Nope, sorry, that's not me. Random photo. No doubt. That isn't me, I promise you that. I'm gonna stop with the Cockney accent. It's probably really lame. It's just a James Giant bowl, but you look like shit. No, you yourself are a fully grown man pretending to be a child. You seem desperate to pretend that's a man when it is clear from his young face and skin quality that he is a boy. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't exactly describe this picture here as having the face of a young boy. And that skin quality also does not scream young boy. It screams red-faced gammon head. It looks like he's come out of fucking Chernobyl. But then he switches the story up and says the guy walking along in the other photo is some random guy, probably from a theater group. Have you heard of theatrical groups? Whatever theater group it may be, I hope they're reaching the end of their performance, because this shit is just as weird as I remember. And on that note, we'll end the video. I hope you all enjoyed this update on Smartschoolboy9. He's gone mental. I can't believe that this is actually happening. And once again, I genuinely find him a lot less scary now that we know his real voice and now that he's acting in such a weird, pathetic way. But you guys can tell me if you agree or not. Once again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. And also, thank you very much to my amazing patrons who are scrolling down next to me right now. They're all epic. You can join them for £3. Join the patron-only Discord. I'm on voice chat very regularly. You also get early access to all the videos, plus your name at the end, just like these guys here. I think that's about it for today, though, so I'll catch you all in the next video, hopefully. Bye.